Hello! Today I'll be talking about Mankey, the first fighting-type Pokémon and the first primate Pokémon. Its past PYC dates are April 22nd, 1996, February 11th, 1999, hey, that's my birthday! December 2nd, 2001, September 22nd, 2004, July 14th, 2007, May 4th, 2010, February 22nd, 2013, December 14th, 2015, October 4th, 2018, and July 25th, 2021. I like its design. It's quite unique while also making it clear that it's a primate. I also love that its name is just Monkey, but with an A instead of an O. Now let's get into the Bulbapedia article.
Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Mankey, the pig monkey Pokemon, whose number is 0056. This is what it looks like. Its type is fighting, and since this is our first, we get to see the different oranges that it uses for this box here. Its abilities are Vital Spirit or Anger Point in Gen 4+. Defiant is its hidden ability. Gender ratio is 50-50. Catch rate is 190 or 35.2%. Breeding, egg group field, hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 1'8" or 0.5 meters. Its weight is 61.7 pounds or 28 kilograms. Base experience yield is 74 in the first 4 gens or 61 and 5+. Leveling rate is medium fast. EV yield is 1. In attack. Shape is that, footprint is that, Pokedex color is brown, and base friendship is 70. Mankey is a fighting-type Pokemon introduced in Gen 1. It evolves into Primeape starting at level 28, which evolves into Annihilape when leveled up after using Rage Fist 20 times. Biology. Mankey is a small simian Pokemon similar to a New World monkey. It is bipedal and has a round body covered in whitish, shaggy fur. Its nose is similar to a pig's snout, and it has narrow red eyes and triangular ears with brown insides. Mankey's 3-fingered hands, 2-toed feet, and the tips of its curved, prehensile tail are brown. Mankey specializes in physical fighting and is very aggressive and short-tempered. When angry, it begins shaking, and its breathing turns rough. Its rage peaks quickly, preventing its victim from being able to flee. It will rampage until it falls asleep, but its anger remains in its dreams. Aww. This causes it to wake up and become furious all over again. However, this constant release of stress grants it a long life. Mankey can be found in the mountains, where it lives in treetop colonies. If one becomes enraged, the whole colony rampages for no reason. If it loses sight of its colony or is left alone to rage, its loneliness causes it to become infuriated. Aww. According to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Blue Rescue Team games, Mankey's preferred food is chestnuts. However, Mankey usually lacks the dexterity to peel them. It becomes agitated and rage after attempting to peel a chestnut's spiky shell. Additionally, it also appears to be fond of bananas in the anime. Here we got Mankey and a Primeape enjoying some bananas. That's Professor Oak. Also, additionally, and also is redundant. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, it is rare to find a Mankey sleeping without an angry look on its face. Aww, poor Mankey. Evolution, Mankey evolves into Primeape, which evolves into Annihilape. So we got Mankey, Primeape, Annihilape. Game data, NPC appearances in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. 3 Mankey are the boss of Uproar Forest. After being defeated, they follow the player back to the rescue base. The Mankey help with the remodeling of the base, but go on strike halfway through until they receive 2 peeled chestnuts. Aww. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness. A Mankey and a Primeape can be found in the Hot Spring. Pokedex entries in Pokemon Red and Blue. Extremely quick to anger. It could be docile one moment, then thrashing away the next instant. Yellow, an agile Pokemon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything. In Stadium, quick to anger, it will begin brawling on the slightest provocation. It is unsafe to approach as it is very nimble. In Generation 2 and Gold, it is extremely ill-tempered. Groups of them will attack any handy target for no reason. In Silver, it's unsafe to approach if it gets violently enraged for no reason, and can't distinguish friends from foes. Aww. In Crystal, it lives in groups in the treetops. If it loses sight of its group, it becomes infuriated by its loneliness. Stadium 2 is just Gold again. In Gen 3 and Ruby and Sapphire, when Mankey starts shaking and its nasal breathing turns rough, it's a sure sign that it's becoming angry. However, because it goes into a towering rage almost instantly, it is impossible for anyone to flee its wrath. In Emerald, when it starts shaking and its nasal breathing turns rough, it's a sure sign of anger. However, since this happens instantly, there is no time to flee. In Fire Red, light and agile on its feet, and ferocious in temperament. When angered, it flies into an uncontrollable frenzy. Leaf Green is just red and blues again. In Gen 4, in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it lives in treetop colonies. If one becomes enraged, the whole colony rampages for no reason. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are their Gold and Silver counterparts. The Gen 5 Pokedexes are Diamond, Pearl, and Platinums again. In Gen 6, X is the Silver entries, and Y's is the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Gen 5 entries. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, their Ruby and Sapphire counterparts. In Gen 7 and Sun, it can spontaneously become enraged. Everyone near it clears out as it rampages, and the resulting loneliness makes it angrier still. Aww. Moon. Its raging tires it out and causes it to fall asleep. But the anger resonating in its dreams causes it to wake up, which infuriates it all over again. In Ultra Sun, the smallest of things could cause it to lose its temper. Because it doesn't hold in its stress, this Pokemon can live a long time. Ultra Moon, if one gets angry, all the others around it will get angry, so silence is a rare visitor in a troop of Mankey. The Let's Go games are just Yellow's entry. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are similar to their Diamond and Pearl entry, but it is slightly different, so I'll read it. It lives in treetop colonies. If one member of the group becomes enraged, the whole colony rampages for no reason. In Gen 9, Scarlet's is Crystal's entry, and Violet, it is extremely quick to anger. It could be docile one moment, then thrashing away the next instant. Mankey in the Alola Pokedex, Mankey in the Paldea Pokedex, so it's jumping around, probably all angry. The whole colony angry, yeah. Mankey in the Kitakami Pokedex, another sort of different thing here. Yeah, generally probably the same concept. Probably just angry. Game locations. Side game locations. Held items. Pokemon caught in Gen 1 must be traded to a Gen 2 game in order for a held item to appear. From red, blue, and yellow, you get a berry 100% of the time. In Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black, and White, you get a Payaba berry 5% of the time. In Black 2 and White 2, you get a rare candy 100% of the time, but it's an in-game trade. Stats, base stats, HP 40, attack 80, defense 35, special attack 35, special defense 45, speed 70 for a total of 305. This Pokemon's special base stat in Gen 1 was 35. Pokethon stats. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, fighting, poison, ground, ghost, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, ice, and dragon. Pikachu, flying, psychic, and fairy for double. Immune to nothing, resistant to rock, bug, and dark for half. Learn set by leveling up. You got 1 covet, scratch, leer, and focus energy. 5 fury swipes, 8 low kick, 12 seismic toss, 17 swagger, 22 cross chop, 26 assurance, 29 thrash, 33 close combat, 36 screech, 40 stomping tantrum, 44 outrage, and 48 final gambit. By TM, 1 takedown, 6 scary face, 7 protect, 12 low kick, 14 acrobatics, 18 thief, 25 facade, 28 bulldoze, 32 swift, 36 rock tomb, 39 low sweep, 43 fling, 47 endure, 49 sunny day, 50 rain dance, 55 dig, 58 brick break, 60 u-turn, 61 shadow claw, 64 bulk up, 66 body slam, 67 fire punch, 68 thunder punch, 69 ice punch, 70 sleep talk, 71 seed bomb, 73 drain punch, 80 metronome, 83 poison jab, 84 stomping tantrum, 85 rest, 86 rock slide, 87 taunt, 102 gunk shot, 103 substitute, 122 and encore, 126 thunderbolt, 130 helping hand, 134 reversal, 149 earthquake, 150 stone edge, 156 outrage, 157 overheat, 158 focus blast, 167 close combat, 171 terra blast, 177 spite, 191 uproar, 192 focus punch, 199 lash out, 204 double edge, 205 endeavor, 221 throat chop, and 224 curse. By breeding, this group gives you beat up, this group gives you counter, this group gives you curse, this group gives you encore, this group gives you night slash, and this group gives you spite. Side game data. Okay, nope. In Pokemon Ranger, in the browser entry, Mankey can crush small rocks. It will give chase if it spots you. In Shadows of Olmia, it angers easily and thrashes about. It is easier to counter after it thrashes. In Guardian Signs, it attacks with punches. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, in the Pokepark Pad entry. Mankey working for Venusaur Ramote Chikorita from the Meadow Zone. He likes to jump around, so his favorite attraction is Venusaur's Vine Swing. In Pokepark 2 Wonders Beyond, they are hot-tempered and rowdy. Bisharp scolds them because they scatter flowers and crash into other Pokemon while acting up. This evolution data, so level 28. So you gotta level up after using Rage Fist 20 times, so that's Rage Fist, the move. And then, yeah, you can use a rare candy to get there. These sprites, oh yeah, I forgot about these early sprites. How they're, like, very smooth. It's yellows that adds more of the, yeah, more of the fur, I guess, look to it. And these are, like, white instead of the brown you get later on. And that's, yeah, more brown instead of the more whitish, color. Yep, it's all kind of one thing. Sort of separate colors. Yes, the nose, and then, yeah, the ears are much more defined here. This obviously doesn't work for this one because of the, yeah, color differences and general design differences. But it kind of works for this one, and, yeah, obviously it was made for this one. So Gen 2, we get more of the, you know, more like it. So this is sort of a army green and brown. Yep. So yeah, these just keep getting more, and these are rounded for some reason. Become more pointed in this one. Or that might just be getting cut off, I guess. I don't know. It still feels like more round though. Ruby and Sapphire. We get the actual colors now. Sort of a, yeah, yellowish white, you know, on the lighter brown. So that's just actually just the same kind of colors, basically. Yeah, and this one actually introduces the proper, real color. Like, this is sort of a yellow. This is the sort of tan color, I guess. That one gets maybe a little bit darker. Basically stays the same. Everything is pointy and stuff. And I guess this introduces the pink nose, kind of. Like this is more of the darker pink, I guess, nose. Kind of just stays the same. Okay, then we get... Oh my goodness. This first attempt at a 3D model was maybe not the best. They made the nose too small. Everything is all weird and weirdly proportional. Yeah, that's so weird. Okay. That's obviously, yeah, these are a lot lighter. That's super weird. This is better, you know, more like the models, I guess. You can see kind of a little bit of the difference here in these models versus these models. Anyway, in the anime, Mankey in the anime. Got all this. Yep. Okay. Pokedex entries in episode 25 in Ash's Pokedex. Mankey, a big monkey Pokemon of the fighting type. Known for its superior footwork, it packs a powerful punch. The same episode about Mankey's temper in the same Pokedex. Although Mankey is usually calm, it does have a bad temper. Once Mankey begins to thrash, stopping it is impossible. In what I assume is Journeys, episode 15, and Go's Rotom Phone. Mankey, the big monkey Pokemon, a fighting type. Mankey is quick-tempered and can fly into a rage even while dreaming. Pokemon Origins, Mankey in Pokemon Origins with Eradicate. In the manga, got Mankey and the Electric Tales of Pikachu. In this, there's a few of them, and it's this cool art style. I really like it. Got all this in the TCG, the TFG. Trivia. I've done this first point in the Meowth video at the Hiya City Game Freak office in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Shigeki Morimoto states that he designed Mankey according to his boss's instructions. Origin. Mankey's categorization as the pig monkey Pokemon, along with its pig-like nose, may be inspired by the southern pig-tailed macaque. It also shares a similar color scheme and shaggy fur with this primate. Given its long tail, habitat, and overall personality, Mankey has much in common with baboons and snub-nosed monkeys. Name origin: Mankey may be a combination of man and monkey, may also involve mad and cranky. It was just A. It's just an A. Oh, whatever. Other languages, related articles, external links. Yeah, let's move on.
Now let's see Mankey's first scene in the anime.
Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 1, Pokemon, I Choose You. So I mentioned that we'd be watching Mankey's first scene, but we've kind of already watched Mankey's first scene in the Sandshrew. We kind of started, we already watched this little part of it, but there was a part that we kind of stopped at So, but yeah, just know that this is kind of the same moment, I guess. We did that in the Shanshu video. So, to explain what's going on, for those of you who didn't watch that, Ash Ketchum, the main character, started his Pokemon journey with his Pokemon Pikachu. They're running from a flock of Spearow that Ash made mad. So they're watching them run, yeah, you can see that. Yeah, and that was Mankey's first scene in the anime. Let's move on.
Now let's watch Mankey's scenes in Detective Pikachu.
Hello and welcome to the Detective Pikachu portion of the video, or as I like to call it, Detective Mankey, as it's just the frames with Mankey. In this scene, Tim Goodman is watching a video explaining Rhyme City, and we're in this point in the video, it's talking about how humans and Pokemon coexisted. So the Mankey is here. Yep.
For the common good.
And that's the whole thing, so I hope you enjoyed. Let's move on.
Now let's talk about the TCG. I have 5 Mankey cards, but 4 of them are the same card, so we'll act like I just have 2 cards.
The first is the first Mankey card design. It was illustrated by Kagamaru Himino. I like that it shows Mankey in an action pose and showing how it climbs trees. It has 30 HP, it's 1 foot 8 and 62 pounds, which is 0.3 pounds heavier than its weight in the official Pokedex. It has a symbol next to the weight, that means it's from Jungle, the second expansion of the TCG. Mankey has a Pokemon power, Peak, and a move, Scratch. Peak is not a move in the video games. On this card, at any point before the player's attack on their turn, they can look at the top of their deck, or their opponent's deck, a random card from the opponent's hand, or one of the prize cards. In the TCG, before play begins, 6 cards are face down in a pile. With each Pokemon the players KO, they get these cards. I've already explained Scratch, so all I'll say is that on this card, it takes 1 of any energy and hits for 10 damage. Mankey is weak to Psychic for ×2 damage. It has no resistance or retreat cost. Its description reads, extremely quick to anger. It could be docile one moment, then thrashing away the next. This is essentially the Pokedex entry for Pokemon Red, Blue, and Leaf Green. It's level 7. In the video games, it would be 21 levels until evolving into Primate. Before I move on to the next card, while researching this card, I found that there was a promotional version of this card in Japan with different art. I like the art since it kind of tells a story, showing 3 Mankey attempting to steal 3 apples. It's especially interesting since all 3 Mankey look different. The card was found in the first volume of the manga, How I Became a Pokemon card. The second Mankey card is the 7th Mankey card design. It was illustrated by Ken Sugimori. It is pretty lame, particularly compared to the last card. It's just the official art with what looks to be a blurry photo in the background and action lines. It has 50 HP, 20 more than the other Mankey. It's 1 foot 8 and 61.7 pounds. It has 2 moves, Light Punch and Rage. Light Punch is not a move in the video games. On this card, it takes 1 fighting energy and hits for 10 damage. In the video games, Rage is a move that deals damage, which increases every time the user Pokemon is hit. On this card, it takes 2 of any energy and does 10 damage, plus 10 times the amount of damage counters Mankey has. Mankey is weak to Psychic, taking plus 10 damage. It has no resistance. Its retreat cost is 1 of any energy. This card has a symbol in the bottom right corner, meaning that it's from the Great Encounters expansion, the 4th expansion of the Diamond and Pearl series. Its description reads, it lives in treetop colonies. If one becomes enraged, the whole colony rampages for no reason. This is the Pokedex entry for Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, and Y. It's also almost identical to the Pokedex entry in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It's level 14. In the video games, it would be 14 levels to evolving into Primate.
Speaking of Primate, I have a Primate card, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. Now let's see why people love Mankey. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Notice that in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be wondering why we're looking at this single image. That's because this is the only image we'll be doing today. So this is 056 Mankey by Kuitsuku. So we got this cool looking Mankey, kind of a little bit stylized. Yep, it's kind of cool and nice use of colors, and an interesting pose. It's very good. Let's move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I need to wait until I've talked about Snorlax before I can catch a Mankey. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Primeape. As always, this isn't my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.